we come to this precursor, as we would call it, to the inaugural flight of Kenya Airways to New York. I equally want to, first and foremost, take this opportunity to thank every person in this room and without who has worked consistently for a very long time to ensure that this day that we're all looking forward to, 28th of October, a few days after my birthday, comes to a fruition. It's been a difficult road, but it is a road that we have traveled, and we can now eventually begin to celebrate the work that you have all done. On behalf of all the Kenyan people, I take this opportunity to thank all those who have been involved in that long journey. I think secondly, I would also like to thank the US administration, because they also have worked very closely with us to ensure that this Kenya Airways flight, Nairobi, New York, also becomes a reality. We have worked closely in terms of moving to upgrade our international airport in Nairobi to Category 1 status. And that also would not have been possible without the support of the US government. So I take this opportunity to thank them as well for their efforts in making this day a reality. Kenya and the United States share a lot in common. We are two countries that have a strong belief in our democratic principles. We value and cherish life and sanctity of life. But we're also two countries that are very welcoming. We open our country and our borders to people from different parts of the world. And so to me, this also marks an opportunity to bring our two nations closer together, not just from a touristic point of view, but also two societies that share common values, coming together and bridging a gap between Africa and the Western Hemisphere and America, but also between bringing our people much closer together. We receive a good number of tourists, but equally we have a huge number of Kenyans living here in the United States who have made major contributions. In fact, the very airline that Kenya Airways is using, which is the Dreamliner, one of the engineers who was involved in that project in Boeing is Kenyan. So we're happy to know that. And so we believe that this will not only bring an increased number of tourists to Kenya and from Kenya to the United States, but it is also, to me, a door to open new opportunities of many things that we could do together. There is great potential and possibilities in Kenya, especially in the technology fields. We now don't have to have Google and Amazon and everybody else who's based out in Nairobi flying through Europe in order to make their connections to Kenya or to Nairobi. That's all possible now. And I believe that this will not only just boost tourism, it will boost business and trade ties between our two countries. So to me, it's a very special day in many ways. It'll also make it cheaper for people to travel. I remember when I was traveling here as a student, it was quite an arduous journey in many instances. And the number of stopovers that you had to make to get to Amherst, you'd fly from Nairobi, then you'd fly all the way through to London. And if you were unfortunate and you missed your connection, that was a day gone. Then you'd fly to New York. Then you'd go down there to the Port Authority, take the Greyhound bus. Move across to Boston, then on to Peter Pan. Get onto a little town there in the boondocks. Well, I think for our sons it'll be easier now. So let me just say that it's a great pleasure to be here. I look forward to welcoming very many of you to Kenya. There is no greater safari, holiday, and business destination you will find on the African continent, as you will find in Nairobi and many other destinations that Kenya has. We all look forward to welcoming you. We all look forward to partnering with you. We all look forward to making this opportunity of this direct flight an opportunity that will benefit both our nations, both our peoples, and bring our two countries closer together. With that, congratulations, Kenya Airways, and you can continue to count on our support. I thank you all for finding time to attend this evening, and like I said, I look forward to receiving many of you on the inaugural flight to Nairobi on the 28th. I told my friend Michael here I'll be on the receiving line with all the traditional dancers, the drums, and everybody else will be bowing down and giving you our traditional Kenyan welcome, big smiles, and encourage you to spend your money in Kenya. Thank you, and have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.
Asante sana, Mr. President. Before